I didn't think I'd make it up here, and I didn't expect it to mean so much to me, but this place always finds a way to surprise you. Baghdad is not just a city, it's an experience. Some places slowly reveal themselves to you, but Baghdad is different. It doesn't wait for you to figure it out, it pulls you in, chaotic, kind, and full of contrast. In 10 days I barely scratched the surface, but what I found left me questioning everything I thought I knew. You see, I'm not an influencer or a professional vlogger. Until recently I had an office job, a house, a fiance. Makes you wonder how I ended up in Baghdad. But let's rewind just a bit. 2 months into my Middle Eastern trip, I crossed overland from Kuwait, caught several buses, and here I was.
Arrived in Baghdad, so this has been a dream. I'm very happy to be here.
Trust me, I was as confused as you probably are now. I was in a bus with 3 other foreigners, and it turns out the bus driver was so excited to see us, he video called his mum. Now this is my new friend Mohammed. I met this 24-year-old Iraqi only 2 hours earlier after connecting online whilst looking for a place to stay. We'll see more of him later. I had no plans for the evening, so he said I should join him and some other travellers he was hosting.
It's actually really nice streets. I feel super unaddressed to be in Baghdad right now. Babies. What's up? First couple of hours in Baghdad. I'm risking my life here.
Yeah, man, be careful because in the end of this shit will kidnap you, man.
Oh my god. I gotta be careful. No, it's super nice here. First Baghdadi meal.
Yeah, street food.
If I can get into it. I can't even eat the middle bit of it. Oh. Oh, beef. How we doing, Habibis? After a photo with the police, which I can't post, the guy with the biggest gun I've ever seen in my entire life.
Shukran.
How are we, boss?
What's up? How you doing, everyone?
Hi, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do for vlogging, man.
His business.
Now everybody's just staring at you, man. I told you, just
because I'm beautiful.
That you're a YouTuber.
It began to feel like Baghdad was quite a normal modern city. Well, the next day the same guy, who look I promise is not a tour guide, just a really friendly guy, well he wanted to show me 2 awesome buildings. One was an abandoned building destroyed by war, and the other was an incredibly old Persian structure nearly 1500 years old.
So behind me is an enormous building from the Persian time. It's about 1600 years old. Can't go in because it's under reconstruction. But look at this thing. It's a beast. Really can't get a sense of the scale, but you have to trust me, it is enormous. After being yelled at, politely I think, to get off the wall there, we're now going to head off to an abandoned theatre built in Saddam's time. I don't know where the fuck I'm going, but Yalla Habibi.
Now, this was one of those moments where I just thought, what am I doing? I barely know this man Mohammed, I'm in Baghdad, climbing up some random building, and look, it was pretty sketchy. Like, I realised I might come across confident or even brave based on the places that I go and what I'm doing, but to tell the truth, some of the time I get quite anxious.
Well, we made it to the rooftop. It's a bit sketchy. It is absolutely enormous, but really cool views. Baghdad is huge, really spread out, and so things you find when you walk around Iraq, just yeah, a giant, I don't know, bullet casing. I don't know anything about guns, I'm not American. But I said that it might be anti-aircraft based on how big it is. After visiting this place, I did some research, and the history behind it is awesome. I actually made an entire video about it, but the summary is that Saddam built this structure in the 70s or 80s to show paintings of an ancient battle where the Arabs defeated the Persians. However, after the 2003 invasion by the Americans, the building was left abandoned. I loved visiting this old Saddam-era building, and I didn't know it then, but in just a few short hours I'd actually be inside one of his old palaces. But I promise you'll be shocked at seeing what it's been turned into. However, before we get to this, Muhammad said that I had to try
Best chicken in the world. Better fucking find out. It's covered in pomegranate sauce. Why is it so good?
Yes, I told you.
It's like,
it's good.
god damn. Well done. Show me how it's done.
Goes like this, man.
Yeah. This guy knows what he's doing with his hands.
Yeah. Just like a
After dinner, we grabbed dessert, and my friend introduced me to someone new, Abdullah. He offered to show me another of Saddam's palaces, hiding in plain sight.
It might not look like it, but I'm standing inside one of Saddam Hussein's old palaces in Baghdad. This is like turned into, I guess, like a time zone game thing. This is a pretty good way to repurpose a, dictator's palace. We'll see what else is around here. Traffic jam. Oh my god, look out! Remember, Baghdad is dangerous.
This place is just so normal. You've got families walking around, you've got music, you've got games. I mean, this entire area is actually a big park in Corniche called 1001 Nights. It's honestly amazing to think that a little over 20 years ago, this was one of Saddam Hussein's palaces, and it's now been completely transformed. It turns out this palace was actually the site of a US military base in 2003 and 4. A documentary was actually made called Gunner Palace, featuring footage from this time. But whoa, Baghdad has definitely changed. Abdul thought it was great how much I enjoyed seeing this different side of Baghdad, and despite having to go home earlier this night, he said he'd promised to show me more unusual things the next day. Everyone I had met thus far was busy the following day, so I decided it was about time I explored Baghdad on my own. I had next to no idea what to do, just a few markers on my map that should be nice streets to explore. But Baghdad always seems to find a way to entertain and surprise, so I didn't have to worry.
Let's see if I can survive the road crossing. Actually, as soon as I say that, things get calm, but streets here are super nice. I gotta stop recording before I die. Okay, so now I'm walking through the Copper Market, which is a really old market which has really cool vibes. I've been in Baghdad for a while, but finally feel like I'm in the thick of it. I'm arriving at closing time, so it's not super busy, but still.
Called Souk Al-Safafia, or the Market of Yellow Copper, this market is over 400 years old.
Look at these Habibis. Arab Habibi. Habibi. Everybody is very friendly. Egyptian, Iraqi. Egypt good?
No, Iraqi is good.
No. Shukran. Look at this Habibi. How are you, sir? How are you? Iraqis are very friendly. Video. See? Iraq Shamil.
Good. اشتغل يا جميل.
شكرا حبيبي. How are you?
هذا baby.
Your baby, yours. No. Told me they found my doppelganger. So this is. Do you see it? He doesn't look very happy, but he's kind of handsome. Come on, right? Come on. Jamil. Because all you have to do in Iraq to make friends is just smile at someone, put your hand out, say, hey, salam alaikum. And I just spent the last 15 minutes talking to these guys. Super friendly people, super just, yeah. And you can use the Google Translate if you want, you don't have to, but always smiling, always just having a good time. And I love the vibe in Baghdad. It's super exciting and yeah, it's intense, but...
My plans changed last minute when an Iraqi I'd been chatting to online asked if I wanted to meet up to try Iraq's most famous dish, masgouf.
Good, very good.
Very good.
Look at that. Very good.
Very good, very much.
Video. Video. Shukran, habibi. Look at this. Shukran, habibi. Looks fucking good. This is the second go, but the first go I was too busy stuffing my face. That was probably the best thing I've eaten in Iraq, I swear to God.
Yeah, masgouf. Masgouf. Masgouf, Daniel. Masgouf. He's trying the national fish in Iraq.
So good. You come to Iraq with the fish. I said it before. Come to Iraq with the fish. Jesus Christ. That's amazing.
A quick shower and then I went to meet Abdullah for what I was told would be a unique experience.
Even some like Marvels, they come here to do some show.
Oh, it's a person in a dinosaur. Because they've also got the dinosaurs that kids can ride. Iraq is actually so far in the past, they've got dinosaurs. This is the most ridiculous thing, but it makes me happy. Look at it, it's like fleshy. It's fleshy.
We can pay it out.
In this mall is like, it's upside down house, there's more dinosaur themed, but it's also, this whole thing is Babylon themed, which is like the ancient empire. I don't know, it's a lot going on. I like it, don't get me wrong, it's fun. Little egg, little dinosaur. Hello?
Yeah, let's do it.
On the Baghdad Ferris wheel.
It's scary.
Oh, can't handle this amount of fear. Baghdad is a terrifying place. Ready, boss?
Let's hop on that one.
I'm risking my life. It's pretty high up, actually. Let's have a look how low it is. I'll turn the camera around. I think this is actually the most danger I'm going to be in Iraq.
Oh my God! Most dangerous place. Be careful.
I visited the most dangerous place in Baghdad.
That's good.
For one of my last adventures in Baghdad, I wanted to explore the busy Friday weekend market streets alone. I was warned it was going to be chaotic, and I could not have predicted how this day would unfold.
I'm gonna lie, enjoying the chaos. Baghdad's got
A lot going on. It is Friday though, so that's kind of the Sunday in the Islamic world. It's the weekend. Absolutely no idea what's going on here. It's chaotic, but I think the only solution is jump in the middle of that and find out. Kept thinking that they were motorbikes hanging around here, but it's like a mechanic place and they're just testing the car horns. This is the noisiest market. So it's Friday, so I guess that's why everyone's out, being sort of the Sunday of the Islamic world. Yeah, it is a really chaotic market. The electronic shops testing out the horn for everyone to know this horn works and it's loud. Kind of strange there's no women around, but I'm almost used to seeing not many women in these places, which is a shame. Right now I'm walking down Al-Rashid Street. It's a really old neighborhood. You've got these beautiful old buildings. Right now the call to prayer's on, so authentic. So the street I'm in now is called Al-Rashid Street. It's a really, really old street. Beautiful old buildings. And if I keep walking this way, I'm going to hit Mutanabbi Street, which is a much more modern area. I've been to quite a few times, but it's got good vibes. It's Friday morning, so let's get into the weekend. Just walking around and I found this really cool church. It's gorgeous from the outside, really peaceful on the inside. There's actually quite a few churches in Baghdad and in general all over the Middle East. Muslims are very tolerant, like in fact super welcoming of Christianity and Judaism. From what I can tell talking to everyone, the Muslims and Arabs here tell me that it's all the one God, so they really consider it I don't know if it's the same family, but like whenever I say I'm Christian, they're super welcoming, and there's a lot in common between the three faiths, a lot of shared prophets and stories. So yeah, really cool to see. I just wanted to do this. I've never done it. We'll see if I can get away with it. I think it's pretty relaxed here. Is it okay if I... It's really hard to ring. You have to like tug on it quite a few times to get it going. Never rung a church bell before. Didn't expect to do that in Iraq, but there you go. So, Jesus over there. Finally in a spot that feels super like what I picture when I think of Baghdad. Like this is old, it's dirty, it's busy, it's got so much going on. There's a church behind me which I didn't expect, but there's this really cool, really old mosque. Yeah.
I really wanted to find a way to visit the mosque, but I kept walking in circles and eventually found my way going through this local market.
How are you, sir? Assalamu alaikum. This Habibi just opened the door for me, so now I can look at this beautiful mosque. I was staring sad at the outside because it was closed, and yeah. Shukran, Habibi. And he just let me up the stairs to go into the second level up here. Iraqis are so nice. This is beautiful. Minaret. So he's taking me up here through this staircase. I say as I'm squatting down. Really cool. Could be a big mistake, but I'm gonna try and walk up here. All right, it's being constructed because it's leaning to the side. Can't really see, but gotta trust. So let's God. This is a bad idea. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Alrighty, well here goes nothing. It's gonna be incredibly dark in here.
What am I doing? Wow.
I made it. I was here, alone, at the top of a minaret in Baghdad, Iraq, a place that Western governments and even my friends and family warned me not to go. But having been in the Middle East for over 2 months, I knew I could trust the kindness of strangers here. The Middle East is one of the most misunderstood but rewarding places to travel, so if you've enjoyed seeing this side of Baghdad, I think you'd really enjoy this other trip to the less explored part of Saudi Arabia. Cheers for watching.